Okie dokie. We're in Reading right now. Time is 12:30. 421 miles on my great adventure. Reading. Yep. So, who do you want to talk about now? People going all over the crazy. Oh, yeah. What the hell's behind me now? Mr. Speed Racer. Can you see him back there? Well, he can just come around and pass me if he wants to. Anyway, who do you want to talk about? Well, I don't know. We can talk about Sue. Shots! First time I noticed, the first time I noticed Sue was in St. Louis. She might have been with us before, but, you know, we were at this little improv get-together at this sports bar behind the new Cardinals Stadium in St. Louis. And here's this little girl that didn't look old enough to drink. You know, bit bopping around and everything else. And that's in St. Louis is where I met Murray and his companion, Navigator. That was a funny story in itself. Murray is, I think Murray is from North Carolina, South Carolina, one of those. He's a big, he has his own website, everything else. And Murray, can't think of his last name. Anyway, him and, God, I can't think of her name. Cute little sweetie, too. Wild child. Murray needed a navigator, and I guess where he worked, he went around asking the girls, hey, you want to go for a ride? Hey, you want to go for a ride? Hey, you want to go for a ride? Yes! And she said yes. And the story is that her parents, or her friends, just freaked, you know. We're going to find you alongside the road in a box, you know, in pieces. They were really concerned for her. Understandably so, because it was in, Charlottesville, where JC and I were invited for the dinner with Minnie Fax Finding. That's where we met Tracy. And she had a Mini. Just a Mini. She didn't have a GP, but she was with the advertising agency that had put on the whole event for Minnie. You know, staging and hotels and all that. Well, JC and I get out of this dinner and we go back to the hotel, and then we ask the people at the front desk, where can we find a decent place to get a beer? And they said, all you got to do is walk down to the river and either go left or right. So we said, okay. And so JC and I walked down to the river and we looked right. And there was a carnival going on, you know, a street fair. They had the street blocked off, and we looked left, and there was a huge sound stage, you know, like a grandstand stage, and people were setting up, so we went down that way. And it was a light mist rain coming down. Not really rain, more of a mist. And the people that were coming on to perform right then was the Commodores. And I was able to stand maybe 10 feet, less than that, you know, hardly anybody there, from the stage, and listen to the Commodores. That's my type of music. Just something we walked into. And then JC said, let's go get a beer, so I had to be dragged away, and we went down to this pub that everybody talked about, and we walked in, and there was Tracy, there was a couple of other people, and there was that wild child, Murray's wild child, and these two local guys were just all over her, and she wasn't feeling any pain, you know what I mean? No pain at all. And then it was getting late, and so we were going to go back to the hotel, and we were going to walk Tracy back, and Tracy says, we're not leaving without, what's her name? And she didn't want to come, and they didn't want her to go. And Tracy goes, no, it's time to go back to your room. So we dragged her out, they didn't want her to leave, and I thought there was going to be a little bit of a problem, but, there wasn't a problem. And then the next day we, I forget where we went, probably to Charleston? Charlottesville. We were in Charlottesville. Anyway, another story, another time. So I'll talk to you later. Bye!